I like when you rant. It's
Yeah,
fun.
that was like a Tim Dillon moment. And then on the very out, she
Just
did
as gay.
She did an Alex Jones dig.
And fat.
She did an Alex Jones dig and said, "Everyone get double vaccinated." Man, bye, I'm out of here. Eliza.
I missed that whole part. I liked how you said Eliza, but what was the first part?
She made an Alex Jones dig on her way out.
I mean, everybody's making an Alex Jones dig these days. And he makes it easy, too. Did you see him doing the live feed of him at home? Or no, he did it on air while they were reading out the amount of money everybody was getting.
Mm-hmm.
This person gets 500 million. This person, and he's just like
It was only 8 victims.
laughing.
I said it was 16.
He was laughing and saying, "You can't get anything because I have nothing." Like,
They just gave the kid that shot 17 people in Florida, they gave him life without parole. They spared him the death penalty. And then I was like, this kid, I was like, so basically Alex Jones has to pay $1 billion, but this kid is just doing life in prison. It's a weird flex. Like,
He should pay.
because if you do life in prison, let's say you did 30 years in prison falsely and you get out, they're not giving you $1 billion.
so sorry, what's your argument?
I just don't understand the number, the damages. $1 billion.
Apparently, the damages are to make sure that he can never go on air ever again. Because
Well, that's not possible. He's going to claim Chapter 13 or Chapter 11, whatever.
Apparently, bankruptcy doesn't help him against having to pay back these people. Any further income he makes, they become priority number one. And I'm not
That's
a
the most
lawyer. I could
ridiculous-
be wrong about this, but when it comes to these type of like punitive damage cases, I think there are different rules. So you'll have to look into that. But
That is the most egregious fucking... I'm not an Alex Jones fan. I think I've made that clear. This is so egregious. This is an obscene
There
amount of
should
money.
be a number, but not that number.
they want to make sure that he can't just have his followers give him the money, or you know what I'm saying? That this forever shuts him up. That is the punishment, because they know that he won't be able to pay the money because you just declare bankruptcy. And
So there is no free speech, really.
well, I think it depends on what you say.
Yes.
No, if it incites violence or hurts somebody else, which they're claiming this did. I'm not taking a side
I get
either
it.
way. I'm just...
But do you think there should be some fine, and this is too much of a fine?
Well, there's
Or,
got to
like,
be something,
mess the bully
because
Yeah. Hold on.
otherwise
Hold on.
people are just going to like say whatever the fuck they want
Hold
at the
on, hold on,
expense of
hold on.
whoever.
I didn't sit here and say he shouldn't be punished. I didn't say there isn't some damages. I'm just saying $963 million.
Would you have rather that they no fines, but he goes to jail?
No, I don't think
No.
he should go to jail either. Again, I said he should be fine. I'm not saying these families don't deserve some sort of compensation for what they went through. I'm not saying that. They do. Not to the tune of fucking hundreds of millions of dollars.
Unless you killed their
He
kid.
didn't kill those kids.
No, again, I'm not taking.
I know you're
a
not.
side.
And I'm just, listen, again, I'm not a fan of Alex Jones. I'm not sitting here saying this guy's great and he really was fighting the good fight there. I think what he did was absolutely despicable. I think he knew what he was doing. I think he knew it was horseshit. I think he should pay the price. But to just be like, this guy now and forever will never make another dollar that's lunacy.
Well, I think that's what's going to happen.
It seems like it.
Yeah.
What about people who said that the vaccines would stop transmission? They should be fined, I think.
Who said that? Like the officials, you mean?
Officials, news reporters.
Well, news reporters
In the
just get
same-
their
well,
stories
in-
from their
in-
fucking
in the
news
same vein
people.
as him saying, I think Sandy Hook is a hoax. Like,
Well, hold
it's
on.
not-
If the news is saying the CDC is saying this, that's
No,
them
and it's not
reporting.
the same. He said people's names and said they were lying
Doxing.
and making up their children. That's a little different than your little vaccine analogy.
It is, but people lost their jobs and got ostracized. Like, it affected people. Untruth.
Okay. Oh, in that regard, I guess.
If you say something that's not true, there should be a
repercussion,
repercussion.
you should have to go to jail.
not $1 billion, obviously, to anyone.
Well, but that was my point, Simon, is it's like $1 billion is
Well, what's the number, Maddie? Like, what do you
for
think?
eight families, I think $10 million each is a pretty good fucking number.
So,
Well,
so
hey,
just
like
to
I
play
said, they gotta
devil's
pay tax on
advocate,
that.
okay? So $10 million each for the 8 families,
Like here, let's do this. If we find out
$80
Alex,
million.
Yeah.
Okay. What if he can just turn around and make that money right back right away? Is that enough?
Yeah.
Because it's like nothing happened to him. Do you know what I mean?
That's what
cost him a little bit of cash.
You
but
are punished.
guess what?
And
You-
then you get forgiven. Like that's how we do. You pay the fine. You do the time.
I just don't understand. They live in a country of laws. If he broke the law, then he goes to jail. If he didn't break the law, then just being like, you can never ever make money again is ridiculous. Like, again, if they said, we've done some accounting and we know, we believe on paper you're worth $200 million, I'm fine with them saying all that money goes to these families and you can start again from fucking zero. But to just be like, you're never in perpetuity ever making money again, that's lunacy.
It seems like it's
lunacy.
It seems like it's a Julian Assange measure.
Yeah.
You know, I've done this to him, to anybody else. If you think of posting sub-secret documents that we don't approve of first,
I mean, Julian Assange is way more egregious.
will ruin your life. If you do this, Alex, will ruin your life. Like it's like the biggest punishment they could do without looking like a communist country.
Like, again, if Alex Jones had somehow had something to do with that guy going into Sandy Hook, then yeah, fry his ass. Not fry his ass, but you know what I mean? Like, but he didn't. He said some shit. I don't know. It's a fucking...
I apologize. I meant to talk about this in the post, Joe. I had as a note. I just offhand, she made a dig on Alex Jones